how do we increase spiritual disciplines such as waking up at Brahma Muhurta, chanting 16 rounds, reading Prabhupada's books, etc. Sometimes there is determination and enthusiasm, but sometimes it is not there. How to keep this consistent? Yes, this is a very important thing, to become consistent in our devotional service. This is a challenge, and at the same time it is required. You have to understand that in the olden ages, how was devotional service performed? Prahlad Maharaj, or rather Dhruva Maharaj, wanted to perform devotional service. He approached Narada Muni. And what did Narada Muni tell him? Narada Muni told him, you go to Madhuvana, which is in Braja, which is in Vrindavan. And there you establish a deity of Krishna. You worship him and you meditate upon him. And you chant the mantra Om Namo Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dhruva Maharaj took that instruction, went to Madhuvana. He went to that Dhruva Tila. Even today it is there. If you go to Madhuvana in Vrindavan, there is the Dhruva Tila, small hillock. Tila in Hindi means a small hillock. So on top of the hillock, there is a temple of Narayana, the deity which was worshipped by Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj established that deity and he worshipped, and within 6 months he managed to have direct darshan of Vishnu. Now Dhruva Maharaj, 5-year-old boy, all alone he went to the forest, meditated upon Vishnu, and he achieved perfection. You will see the Bhagavatam, there are many examples like this. Kardama Muni, 10,000 years he meditated upon Vishnu. At the end of it, Vishnu appeared before him. He did deity worship and engaged in Ashtanga Yoga, and by this in 10,000 years he was able to see Vishnu. All alone, he was in the forest all alone. There was nobody. He had not yet married Devahuti also at that time. And he meditated in his hermitage and he attained perfection. Bharat Maharaj left his kingdom, queen, his children, his ministers, his citizens, army, everything he left. All alone he went to the forest and he practiced spiritual life. So you will see that in the Bhagavatam, whatever examples are given, even Narada Muni for that matter, 5-year-old child all alone, his mother died of serpent bite, and he immediately left home and went crossing rivers, forests, mines, cities, villages, towns, all that all alone walking. He walked and walked. And finally at one forest he sat down and meditated, and he had the darshan of Vishnu. All these examples you will see, all the devotees rendered devotional service all alone. And they had no trouble following sadhana, following the principles, whatever their Guru Maharaj had told them, rigidly following all the deity worship standards. They had no problem. It's not that they were all alone, so they had, one day thoda so liya, kisko pata chale, no temple commander, nobody is there to ask us, chalo so jao. No, they followed rigidly. And they attained perfection within very short periods of time. But in Kali Yuga, that mindset is not there in the people. The society and the psychological makeup of the people is not geared up to performing that kind of devotional service. And this has been recognized by all the acharyas. You will see all the acharyas who have come in Kali Yuga, whether it is Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, whether it is Prabhupada himself, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, all of them what they did was, they established spiritual organizations. Madhvacharya made Ashtamathas, 8 mathas he made. In the olden times, before 1,000, 2,000 years before, where was matha concept? There was no matha concept. Kardama Muni was living in his hermitage. He was living in his kutia. He was living in his hermitage. There was no matha. He was, if you look at Dhruva Maharaj, he did not go and join one matha. There is no matha concept at all. Matha concept has come in Kali Yuga. Similarly, even in the Sri Vaishnavas also, they have several ashramas, Andaman ashram, this ashram, that ashram, so many are there. Chinna Jiyar is there, so many Jiyars are there. Similarly, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur established Gaudiya Math. Prabhupada established ISKCON. All these acharyas, why they established organizations? Because they know that the Kali Yuga brain is not conducive for practicing devotional life all alone. Devotional life, spiritual life in Kali Yuga has to be practiced in association of other Vaishnavas. Therefore, if we are living in a community of other Vaishnavas, suppose you are sleeping during Brahma Muhurta time, somebody will come and shake you up. Hey, Uto, get up. And you will be like, what to do? I have to get up. If I don't get up, what? I cannot show my face. So better I get up. Forcibly you will get up. Of course, I'm not saying your whole life you should be like that. But in the beginning, it will be like that. You need the help of others to be able to wake up, to be able to attend your sadhana and practice spiritual life. Otherwise, even chanting 16 malas, forget about morning Mangalarti and all that, Brahma Muhurta and all that. Even one mala of Hare Krishna mantra also you will not sustain. You leave the association of devotees and go, your chanting also will stop, tilak will stop, kantimala will disappear, dhoti, kurta, somewhere in the dustbin. Over. This is the reality. Devotional life, spiritual life in Kali Yuga is not practiced alone. It has to be in the association of other Vaishnavas. That is why none of the acharyas told any of the disciples. Prabhupada did not initiate the Westerners and tell them, now go to the forests and establish your own hermitages and live all alone and practice spiritual life. Not one person, Prabhupada or Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they instructed like that. On the other hand, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, Tumi Kisera Vaishnava, oh mind, what kind of Vaishnava are you? That you want to practice spiritual life all alone, simply for the sake of some followers and cheap adoration. If anybody says, I want to practice spiritual life all alone, that's not because he is feeling really love for Krishna, that he feels I don't need anything else. He is doing that so that he'll get some cheap adoration. People will come and glorify. Oh, such a Babaji, see, all alone he is living and he is a spiritualist. People will come and fall at my feet. This is the motivation. So, in Kali Yuga, these things won't work. Living all alone, going to the forest, these things will not work. Therefore, in Kali Yuga, all the acharyas have established mathas or organizations in the cities. Because Kali Yuga brain is used to living in cities. That's the reality. People in Kali Yuga don't even want to live in the villages. You'll see all the people are leaving the villages and coming to city because the Kali Yuga brain it is not comfortable living in village or in the forest. Kali Yuga brain city, there should be cars, there should be planes, all the smoke pollution should be there, air pollution should be there, noise pollution should be there. Then I can sleep peacefully. Otherwise I cannot sleep. This is the reality. You go to the village, such a peaceful life, no pollution, everything is so easily available, comfortably. There is no hustle and bustle. But you see, people in the village cannot stay. Kali Yuga brain is like that. Therefore, all the acharyas in Kali Yuga, they have established all big institutions where people can stay together, take strength from each other and practice Krishna consciousness, living in the cities, wherever we are, and thus we can progress spiritually. So, the only way to increase our spiritual discipline is to live in the association of devotees, and as long as we live in the association of devotees, we will remain strong in spiritual life and our sadhana. Okay?